Hello. I'm just gonna make sure this is working before I start rambling on. Make sure I can hear it at least. Okay. Okay.
Sure I can hear it at least.
Okay. Good enough. Okay. All right, everyone. Welcome back to another live stream. Today, I'm going to be talking about everything you need to know about The Amazing Race season 35, which airs tomorrow, aka by the time the stream ends, maybe today. Let's see. So it airs on tomorrow night at 7:30 my time. That is. So if you don't know, Amazing Race is going to be 90 minutes this season. 90-minute episodes, almost season long, which is pretty insane. This is like it's going to be long, but there's also a lot of things going on, and that have forced some production changes. So we will be running through those details here. So what we should know first off is they're racing for $1 million. There are 13 teams this season. I believe there are 13 teams in another season. So one thing I should also mention is that the Amazing Race season 35 was actually filmed before this season, or was this season here that's airing tomorrow or today, I guess, whenever we're watching this, is was filmed after the last taping, and it the original. It was filmed after the original season 35, a season which is now going to be season 36. So, it's going to be interesting because I believe there's 11 legs in this season here. So there's going to be no non-elimination legs. It's going to be, I believe they're also going to some countries, and it's also they're going back to normal. They're going back to normal. There's no longer going to be like charter flights, like the Amazing Race charter, which is going to be weird when we get around to watching Amazing Race season 36, because there will be a charter flight because they filmed that before this one, before this Amazing Race season here. Now, this season of Amazing Race will include it will include 13 new teams. We'll talk about them, but we also got the Express Pass, which is returning for the first time since season 29 when Becca and Floyd got it. And then we got, instead of who else got there's also the U-Turn is returning for the first time since season 32, which I believe they are making. They're going to be working on the U-Turn. There's going to be a twist with the U-Turn, which I'm kind of excited for. We'll see what that is. If it's maybe like a twist, like a U-Turn vote, maybe. But like a unanimous instead of the other way around. But yeah, I guess we should run through some of the locations of this season here. So let me bring up the Wikipedia. That's what we're gonna be running to. Now, if you don't know, so this will be 90-minute episodes, running right after the Survivor from these Survivor episodes. I guess we should talk about places where they're. So the starting line is going to be in Los Angeles, in front of the Hollywood sign. Teams will be racing through Thailand, Vietnam, India, Germany, Slovenia, which is a brand new country in this, and they've never been to Slovenia before, Sweden, and Ireland as well. Also, and they will also be finishing in Washington, I believe, Seattle, I'm assuming. I think so. The state of Washington, so I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm assuming it's going to be Seattle or one of those cities there. So I guess we should run through some of these teams. I don't really know any of them, and however, but we'll talk. All right, so we have Alexandria and Sheridan. Yeah, okay. We have I think Sheridan. I feel like I've seen him before, or when I saw him. I feel like I saw him somewhere. I just don't know where. I don't know where. Next up, we have Andrea and Melania. Yeah, okay. We have Ashley and Todd. We have Elizabeth and Elena. Greg and John. Jocelyn and Victor. Joe and Ian. Joel and Garrett. Liam and Jeremy. Morgan and Lena or something. Okay, Rob and Corey. Rob is, I believe, his dad. So that's interesting. We have Robin and Chelsea. And then we have Steve and Anna Lee. Which, yeah, we got some pretty interesting some teams there. So, I guess we should run through some of the people here. So, I guess where they're from. So, Alexandria and Sheridan. And their siblings and roommates. He's from Chicago. Their hometown is Chicago. Andrea and Melania are college friends who their hometown is Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Ashley and Todd are married high school sweethearts from Chino, California. We have Elizabeth and Eliana, a mother and daughter team from Tampa, Florida. Okay, we have Greg and John. And this is literally just me running through the teams again. Our brothers from New York who currently live in New York City and Mountain View. So I guess they're not. Obviously, they kind of maybe got separated a little bit. They're coming back together. Yeah. We have Jocelyn and Victor who are married entrepreneurs from Albuquerque, New Mexico, which I feel like every time I think of New Mexico, I always think about the Amazing Race Neighborhood Edition, which I anyway, I'm going to cover that eventually. We'll see. Yeah. All right. Next up, we have Joe and Ian who are engaged from New York City. We have Joel and Garrett who are best friends from Kuna, Idaho, and Meridian in Idaho. Interesting. We have Liam and Jeremy who are brothers from Shane, Wyoming, and San Marcos, Texas. Okay. We have Morgan and Lena. They're sisters from Brooklyn, New York, and Los Angeles, California. Literally on the opposite coasts. And same thing goes for Rob and Corey, who are father and son from Riverdale, California, and New York City. Yeah, we have Robin and Chelsea, childhood best friends, who are from Kirkland, Washington, and Shoreline, Washington. And then we have Steve and Annalie, your father and daughter from Petty, Texas, and Roy's City, Texas. All right, so yeah, there we go. Those are all the people. Also, yeah. So if you don't know, this is going to be interesting because we haven't seen we haven't seen a death person on the Amazing Race since Margie and Luke. Luke from Margie and Luke. Oh, that's a good team. I like that team. It's a lot. Like a lot. But oh yeah. There we go. Just gonna make sure the sound's working. It appears to be working, so that's good. And then yeah. Now I guess that's pretty much everything that we need to talk about here. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. But yeah. Now I guess in terms of this channel, I will be doing a review for the season when it comes to an end. And I'm also going to be doing a review for the Amazing Race Canada Season 9, which has just ended recently. So we'll do a review for that. I'm also going to do an everything you need to know about the Amazing Race Australia Season 7, aka the Amazing Race Australia Celebrity Edition, because we got some interesting celebrities. George is on the cast, which we'll talk about that. But yeah, there we go. That's pretty much everything we need to talk about. I will also do a review for that Amazing Race Australia when that comes to an end, and at some point down the road. But there we go. That's everything we talk about today. Thank you all for watching. If you ever did tune in. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you all later. Bye.